Let's jump right in. Good afternoon, good evening, everyone. I'm Drew. Up top. Let me not go here. And I'm gonna go ahead and start with our weekly events, earnings, and just the overall outlook of the week, so we can know what's going on and everything and be prepared. So I'm gonna jump right in it. So I'll start with the earnings this week. Most of the big earnings already happened, so we got a few significant names that we should look for this week, but nothing too significant. Let's see, Monday, tomorrow, I don't see anything here that I would worry about. So yeah, nothing there. Tuesday, C-Lift, nothing here either. CrowdStrike after close Tuesday. That could have some influence on the tech side. CrowdStrike deals with cybersecurity and stuff like that. Wednesday, and that's after close on Tuesday. Wednesday we have nothing here that is significant. Thursday we have JD.com, so definitely watch those Chinese stocks on Thursday. And this is before open. After close we have DocuSign and Oracle. Those may be major for tech Thursday, so definitely keep an eye out on those. And then Friday, nothing here significant on Friday I wouldn't worry about. So pretty quiet week for earnings. But for the events, we have a jam-packed week. So nothing for Monday, but Tuesday, 30 minutes after open, we have Powell speaking. He'll be testifying before the Senate Banking Committee for his semi-annual update. And then the next day he'll be answering questions from the House Financial Service Committee. So definitely the market is going to be tuned in to what he has to say about our economic outlook and everything. So expect a lot of volatility Tuesday and Wednesday, and Monday I would expect a lot of choppiness, not too much volume in the market towards the end of the day, in prep for Powell's speech. So Tuesday Powell speaks 30 minutes after open. Wednesday he speaks 30 minutes after open, and we have job openings Wednesday at the same time. That's it for Wednesday. And then Thursday we have jobless claims. That is an hour before open. And Friday we have the unemployment rate and non-farm payrolls for the month of February. So Friday's gonna be a very significant day because whether those numbers are good or bad, the market is gonna be affected by that. So looking at the Fair and Greed Index, last week we were at 59. This week we are at 55. We are still in the neutral zone, so we can go either way. But by the way the charts look, I definitely think we look pretty bullish for now. So, yeah. So yeah, that's the earnings and events. Any questions on those? And if not, we'll proceed into the charts. See what SPY and everything is doing. All right, cool. So first things first, we gotta go over SPY. SPY gives the overall look at the outlook at SPY is the 500 the largest companies in the U.S. So whatever SPY is doing, you can figure that the majority of the market is doing the same thing. So looking at SPY, we have this major downtrend that we were in all of last year. We broke out of it this year, and now we came back and retested it right here. You can see with this bullish engulfing candle. We retested it and bounced. You can see we have rising volume on the daily, and we broke above this 400 level, which is very key for SPY. You can see every time we break above or below 400, we get nasty moves to either side. Nasty uptrend here, nasty breakdown. We tested it right here, chop, break up, break down. So we are over that 400 level, and we retested the trend line. So I think the overall sentiment right now is bullish, I would say. And I said we have a little bit of room to the upside, up to the 409 area potentially, and maybe come into this trend that we created this lower high trend that we created on spot. Um, so let's look at the weekly real quick. We like to look at the larger picture, and then we can get in on the lower picture and see what's going on. Weekly closed nasty last week off of this retest here with a nice strong hammer candle here with rising volume. So bulls are definitely in the market now, and we are above that 400 key level, mosaic level. Yeah. So for SPY this week, I'll be watching ES, which is the E-mini futures of SPY, which is right here. So looking at ES on the 4-hour, same setup as SPY here. We came down and bounced off of this trend line, but I have a key resistance level here at 40.60, and you see this 40.60 level was good support and resistance here. We got a nasty reject here, a nice bounce here, nice bounce here, nice bounce here. We got the breakout and the hold of this level there. Reject here, breakout and the hold of this level here. So we got a very key level here, and we have the 200 MA sitting right under that level at 40.55 on ES. So for SPY tomorrow, I'll be watching ES to see if we hold below this level, and if we do, I'll be looking for SPY puts. I have SPY potentially coming up and filling this gap on the 4-hour from 405 to 407, and then potentially rejecting or even coming up and retesting this trend line. But given that we are I would say we're overextended on SPY because we've been running straight up since Thursday. We haven't pulled back yet. So I definitely think, looking at ES as well here, that we may be getting a nice rejection here, or a slight pullback before it continue to move up. Because the overall bigger picture is that bulls are in the market trying to send the market up. So looking back at SPY, the key levels I have for SPY tomorrow, we are at 404 right now. All the key levels I have for SPY and targets will be 405.6 to 407, and then that 409 area. SPY tomorrow, I would want to see a pullback, and then a bounce. Ideally, I would like to see a pullback to 400, but being that we are so strong, we may not get there. And then we have Powell speaking on Tuesday as well. So tomorrow could be a decent open, and then we could probably just chop around and stay where we're at right now in SPY and prep for Powell. But once Powell speaks, I definitely think we're going to get a nasty move. And potentially we may come and get this reject here or a breakout. So yeah, definitely watching SPY tomorrow for 400 to 402 bounce, or a reject with the 405, 407 level. And I'll be posting on my charts in the Watch List Pro channel. That way you can take notes or whatever you gotta do. So that's SPY. That's my main watch. The next watch I have is AMD, right? So AMD on the 4-hour is right in a nice trend line here. So we got 3 touches, broke down a little bit, but reclaimed it quickly with volume. So I would say it's maintaining this uptrend here. And AMD, I have a nice resistance at 81.8. You see that's where we're currently at now. We got a nasty reject here, a bounce here, a breakdown here, a bounce here. We chopped around the level here, and then we got a nasty breakout here. So I will be watching AMD tomorrow for calls over 81.8. I would like to see a break and hold this level, or break with good volume, and then we can take calls. And I have no resistance for AMD until 85, 86 level, which is also this major 4-hour trend line. We got a reject here, then a higher low here. A lower high here, lower high here. So we may be coming up for the 4th test and reject or breakout here. So AMD has about a $4 move to the upside, I would say. So only taking calls if we break above and hold this level. If we can also reject, and if we do reject, I like to reject down to the $80 level. But we get a better risk to reward if we can if we break up to the upside on AMD. And I'll also be watching QQQ and NASDAQ futures to guide us through this AMD trade. If QQQ and NASDAQ futures are showing bullish and holding support, then go ahead and be very comfortable taking these calls for a nice move to the upside. My last watch going into tomorrow is Netflix. So the market's been very strong the last 2 days, Thursday and Friday, but Netflix has been lagging the market. We do have a trend break on Netflix on the daily, but we are holding this 314, 313 support very, very well. Now, if I go down to the 4-hour time frame, we can see that this support that I'm talking about, right? So this, we're gonna make this white so we can see it clearly, right? So this is 314, this white line. You can see we got two nasty bounces here, a nasty bounce here, a good breakout here, and then rejection here, then a breakout and holders level here. So tomorrow I will be watching for a 313 or 314 bounce. I'm gonna see Netflix hold this level, and we can take it up to the upside. The first target will be 317.9, and then above that we can see 321. Now if we get very bullish on Netflix, we can see into the 330s easy, because we have a gap up there to fill, unfilled gap from 331 to 333. And if this is going to happen, this is definitely the week for it, because we have the right catalyst for it. Now we always got to be prepared for the downside, right? So if we break below this 314 and we hold, I'll be very comfortable taking puts down to the 309, 310 level. And if we break below that, then I see 304.6, then 300 level on Netflix. This 300 level on Netflix is a very major level. Whenever we do break it, we break it with force. You can see here, we broke it to the upside and we ran to 313 in 2 days. Here, we broke it to the downside and we ran all the way down to 286 in the same day. This time we broke it right here and we shot straight up to 308, 309 in the same day. And again here, we broke it and ran up. So if we do get down to the 300 level, we'll definitely be watching for a nasty bounce or a break below that. So those are the key levels I have for Netflix. So we went up Netflix, AMD, and SPY. Those are my main watches tomorrow. The futures right now are trading pretty flat. Looks like it's just holding right here. I definitely want to see ES come and test this 4060 tomorrow. Webb mentioned to look out for a sell-off, a profit-taking sell-off tomorrow, given that SPY has been very strong for the last 2 days. So we can definitely see some profit-taking, especially that we have Power Tuesday. So we definitely got some key levels. And I will only be trading if my levels are hit and we get nice price action. Not going to be trading on the bottom. The key level and higher probability trades only. And that's all I have. So SPY, Netflix, and AMD are my main watches this week for right now. And I'm going to pass it over to Rolo to share his watch list. I think he needs me to share, so I'm going to leave my screen recording up. But Rolo, you have the floor.
There's a high probability that I won't trade until after Wednesday to get all of those, all of Powell's speeches out the way.
Definitely. And there's nothing wrong with that. You sounding better now. I don't know if you want to try or if you want to just post a chart, whatever you want to do.
Yeah, I'll give it a try. So the first stock that I'm going to be watching is Nile. And if you look at it, it kind of looks like a double bottom. If you zoom out to the weekly time frame, nice little pin bar off a double bottom with crazy value. It's a nice increase in value, man. It's been on a downtrend for a nice little bit. So my entry for Nile is over $9.77, and the target price is $10.40.
Okay, so you said over 9.7, correct?
9.77, and the target price is 10.4.
10.4. Okay, cool.
Now that doesn't seem like a lot of a move. It's only 63 cents, but that's 6% in a stock that's this cheap. So just keep an eye out for that. That's a 6% move. That'll definitely pay off in options depending on how fast it reaches that target.
Yeah, I agree. And this is a very cheap stock. This is something you can load up on contracts and just catch the little that pop up.
You could easily drop like $50 and just double your money real quick. It's nothing too complicated about it. Just remember, I personally don't trade on Mondays. Mondays are for observation. And Tuesday and Wednesday, I will not be trading because of Jerome Powell speaking. And yeah, I'll move on to the next stop. The next stop that I'm watching is TTD, which is the trade desk. And I like this because it's a double inside week. Super smooth. You can see it. And my target, if it breaks over 57.77, the target price is going to be 59.94. All right. And then to the downside, since it's an inside day or inside candle, you play both sides of the candle. So you could play upside or downside. For the downside play, trade desk under 54.42, and I'll be playing for the gap fill down to 50, which is 49.92. And if you look on the daily, you can see a clear gap. Clear gap.
Yeah, that's nice.
I would like downside because it's a gap to fill. You know, gaps are typically magnets. But as you know, you can't be biased. You got to play what the market gives you. So watching trade desk for a break either way. I'll go over Apple. Apple looks super strong, right? And if you look at the weekly on Apple, it still has not broke 2 weeks ago previous high. So over 151.11, and I don't see any real resistance until 157.
Ooh, that's a nasty move.
That would be a crazy move on Apple. In the way that you was looking at it, Drew, it did look like it was having a bull flag.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
So that could be a nasty little break. $6 move. Apple could definitely make that. So again, if it triggers on Monday, I'll reset my alerts. But there's a possibility that I won't trade on that Tuesday and Wednesday also until after Powell talks, because you can't predict what that man is going to say. He could come out and say disinflation and the market skyrockets, or he could say we still need to raise rates and you'll see the market dump. Like, it's too many uncontrollable factors right there. And the last stock that I'm going to go over is Macy's. Now this one, I'm favoring the downside on this. Again, it's an inside candle. It gapped up after earnings. I would love to play the downside on Macy's. That's super simple, and it has a gap to fill below. But if it breaks under 22.57, the target price is going to be 21.42, and then the gap fill down to 21.04.
What was the first target?
First target is 21.42.
Okay.
Super easy to see. And then the gap fill. But again, inside candles, you could play to the top or to the bottom. So the top side play for Macy's, if it breaks over 23.02, then the target price is 23.69. He said Apple has news like Tesla on Friday. Tony said that in the chat. I didn't see anything about Apple news. If you found an article about just shoot me a message or give me down the answer.
Cool. You're breaking up a little bit there, though, but appreciate you for sharing. And all of our watches are gonna be posted in the Watch This Pro channel with our levels and everything too, so y'all can see it clearly. And that's all we have. So I'll wait around